likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. For 5 minutes of likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Luxurious Lounge.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Michael. We're glad to have you guys here today.
Yes, welcome everyone. We're a bit, I do apologize. We're having a bit of technical difficulties. We're trying to add this to our live stream on YouTube. So if you give us a few moments, I'm going to kind of be a bit quiet. Michael's going to talk a little bit, but hope you guys are doing great.
Yeah, I'm doing really good, Mark. How you had a good weekend or a good day, I guess.
I did actually. Yeah, my day actually is good. I have my weekend starting early, so it starts tomorrow. We're off for 4th of July.
Well, I'll just talk for a little bit so you can do what you need to do. So, as far as you were live, we don't have our editor, so it's just us today doing it. So, this is a live show. There's, it's no, take 2, take 3s. This is how it is. I'm doing really well. Yesterday was a Canada Day, which is really, really fun. So, a lot of things happened at Canada Day yesterday. Basically, I got to go. The Sugar Bowl here in Edmonton had a block party, which was really nice. I invited you to do that. We also, I got to go. Thank you to Isa, by the way. Isa, she organized the whole thing, which was really, really phenomenal. It was so much fun. The food was amazing. It was really good. Then we left there to go to the Sweat Party, which is Sweat Party is downtown Edmonton. It's in Station. We're across from Hudson's. Amazing venue. It was so much fun. Like, it was busy. I felt so at home seeing everybody. Shout out to all people at Sweat. Shout out to Simon and Will and everybody we love, and my friend Patrick. We saw them too, and to Mark, my friend Mark, who went with us. And then we left there and went to cousin Gina's house for an after party, which is so much fun. So we watched fireworks, which is she's in a high rise, so it's really nice to see the fireworks. It was nice. So it was a lot of fun. I feel like every Canada gets better for me, which I really like a whole bunch. Did you? I guess just 4th of July is coming up soon, so you have a holiday. Because if you guys don't know, Canada Day is on the 1st, and then 4th is 4th of July. It's pretty huge.
So it's funny because so here you guys don't know, like Michael was saying, Canada Day is always a couple of days before 4th of July, which pretty much it's funny because with most ethnic people, most of our 4th of July was actually on Juneteenth, which it's most everybody had fun and had a real good party on Juneteenth. But we still have fun. We have pool. Got to go to pool. I invited a couple pool parties I might be going to. I'll definitely be around. I work at the club. If you don't know, I work at Midnight Sun, so I'll be working there this Saturday as well. I'm running Media Note J, the party on Saturday. But if you didn't know, last weekend was the big Pride event. Was huge. So Saturday, I want to say shout out to Midnight Sun. I had an amazing time working this weekend. It was very busy. It was crazy. They said that was one of the busiest nights ever they have ever done. So it meant a lot that I had a chance to be a part of that. So I want to thank the staff members so much and thank everyone that's involved. I couldn't done without you guys. And honestly, I really hope I was able to actually elevate a bit of, bring our music and bring our luxurious brand to the sound of the Castro. So thanks for coming out. So so that's good for now. So if you guys, again, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's really important, for you to actually do that. It actually does give back to us and also the community, and also helps us to actually figure out what we want to do next. So we want to hear from you. Also, don't forget too that if you are listening to this now, please make sure you message us while we're talking. You can definitely hit us up, and we'll be more than happy to reach out to you while we're having our banter.
Yeah. Again, we'll try to do it live if we can, but if we can't, then we'll definitely message you. It's just that because we don't have an editor today, so we can't go back and forth as fast as we normally would. I'm really happy. Also, we have a lot of things to go. Like we're going to next week is Vibes Town Festival, so we will be going there. Which is big. So we're doing that, and then the following week I believe is Prairie Funk, and then Shambhala. So really, really big things there. We are playing Shambhala too. So if you want more details, you can DM us, and we'll tell you what we're playing and stuff. We have a song coming out soon, which is really, really important too. So you guys will know we have actual music coming out too.
And also beyond that too, don't forget that we'll be at WOMP, the WOMP in August, and I'll be there. I'll be at WOMP this year. I'm really wanting to shout out to Frank and Adriana and all the people who run that. Thank you so much for inviting us again. Honestly, it's always a great time there. It's like having a family reunion. So we love it there.
It's great. So we'll go right to our stories. We have quite a few stories today. We're going to keep you guys up to date. We'll talk about the big first one. We'll both talk about it together. Mark, do you know about the Brits getting in the heat wave? How crazy it is over there right now?
I've heard some clamoring, but no.
It's crazy. So if you don't know, it's a massive heat wave all through the UK. They're not used to this because I think if you don't know, the structure in the UK is built here. Obviously, the structure of the UK is built so that their buildings retain heat. So imagine you have cobblestones and hot, things that are hot and super crazy, So here's temperatures that are there right now. So you see this highs of 20s, 25. So so basically, if I were to equate it to the US, it's like in the high mid 80s or high 80s, I believe, like 20. That's how it is right now. But I think what's really funny is because of how we are, in Canada and US, we're like, oh, it's not that bad, it's not that hot because it's whatever. But no, it's actually worse because they have this.
Yeah.
Everything is made to retain heat. So the other cobblestone streets are made of red bricks. Their house made of red bricks. Yeah. Everything retains heat, so it's much hotter. Plus, everything is full concrete, so it makes it 10 times hotter. So there's no real relief from it. So what we've been seeing now is that there's been issues where people can't get air conditioners. They're like totally out of stock everywhere. People fighting like it's Black Friday in the US. They fighting like that. There's no fans. There's no anything, right? So if people get scammed on Amazon, they ask for a huge, and get a little tiny little box of a like a mini tiny freezer.
You get a picture of.
Exactly. So, well, what do you think about this craziness, Mark?
Well, no, actually, you're right. I actually did hear about this because I actually followed someone online. Shout out to Sis. Was it Less Than Three? She's really good online. Yeah, she has talked about the heat wave. She's always like, every time she's talking, she's like, I feel bad for her. She's always sweating while she's talking. It's like, it's so hot here. I'm like, oh my goodness. So, but yeah, I guess it reminds me of kind of here in California where I'm at. A lot of places don't have an air conditioning unit built in. So you open the window, let yourself in. But like Michael was saying, imagine that, but with hot brick and you're boxed in like a sauna. Like I don't know how I would react to that. So I hope you guys definitely hydrate. I'd say be careful. I would also say, if you can, try to get outside and get some air. Like I think it's horrible that you don't want to definitely pass out from heat exhaustion either. So I'd be careful.
I saw people were jumping in like dirty water. I'm not sure if that was London or France, where it was. They're jumping, Mark. They're jumping in dirty water.
Are you alluding to the word dirty? Are you alluding?
I don't looting anything. I'm looting. But also a real funny thing. So it's funny how their government there is trying to pass laws so that you're not allowed to in certain places. You're not allowed to sit in your car and turn the air conditioner on in your car. Because it's like we call emissions, like bad emissions. So they're telling you you can't. So they're trying to create a fine, a tax. You be taxed like $1,000 if you allegedly. So you have to pay the money if they catch you, sitting in your car, your air. But I'll be. We're bringing air conditioner on our own car. That's too much. Yeah, like radio. Two things you don't do, and then you don't live.
I mean, at that point, we wouldn't tell me to do. Honestly, I would be my air in my car sitting down. If I'd blast there till the gas ran out.
Yeah, I wish for the best for you guys.
Yes,
I know people were kind of clowning them because people were like, oh yeah, you know what? They're like, oh, I've been something. I put a fan inside the window. It's so amazing. The air feels so cool. So it's like we've done it for years. That's what it sounds like.
A box fan window. Groundbreaking.
Yeah. I should go to your next story, bro.
Sure. So I'll get to my story. Let me share my screen with you here. Give me 1 second here. I'll share my screen.
Did you like that? It's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's really great story, Michael. So next story I have, let me know if you see it here. Is Omaha. Actually, you saw this, that they actually unfortunately closed another meat processing plant in the state. So this is the sixth one they've closed recently. So it's like meat is becoming one of the, I would say,
luxury.
Yeah, I would say luxury, but I would say one of the, some of it, I'm a pescatarian. No, but it's one of the food groups that
Smart Best.
because it costs so much to produce, it's basically costing people too much money. So according to a filing with the Nebraska Department of Labor, the closure means a loss of more than 200 jobs at the plant, and which makes a variety of beef and pork products. The company called the decision difficult in the letter, but did not prove a reason why they closed the plant. But I told you why. So, Mikey, what do you think about Nebraska? And we thought this current. There's been a lot of other places too closing. Mike, what do you think? Consider.
Well, I think, I think it's like I'm not sure it's coincidental. Remember, you had that weird tick that maybe people not when they get bit there, it puts something in you that makes you not want to eat meat.
Want to eat meat,
and then you can't because you'll be allergic to it. And then also you have the meat pack. It's almost like everything organized for us to not eat meat for some reason. Which I know you already don't, Mark, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like boo. No. I think eat meat. I'm getting that out. No, I think there are a lot of shutting downs in general because the economy is so bad. So that's what keeps happening. Yeah, just find alternative for food. I mean, if we run short on meat, you can find other things that are equally healthy. I mean, I don't know. Mark can tell you all about the cardboard and the clone. Okay.
Yeah, they say it's clone, but it's better than eating meat.
That beyond
animals eating animals. Animals eating animals.
It's beyond meat, all right.
Yeah. Your ancestors says animals that eat animals. The other animals.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, yeah, I think it's really cool. I think find alternatives to eating other things is very. It should be cool because it forces you to learn how to cook really well. But I think you'll see a lot of things happening where plants are closing down and stuff.
But I think also not just that though. I know we talked about this on last show, a couple shows ago, that how even though if you are vegetarian, if you're eating like certain processed meats, processed vegetarian meats, they still actually cause emissions. However, it's better for the environment. You're not killing animals, and the animals don't let off a lot of methane gas that actually does affect the environment. So this would actually still help in a way. But people losing their jobs is not great. So I would say, I hope they are able to find another occupation. But I would say just look for more of this happening. I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon.
And I would ask Eder Lee if he was here, we'd ask him because he knows where all the meat packing plants are. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, all the rumors are true.
Okay.
He can't defend himself, so
he can't.
All right.
Okay. On to the next story. So, y'all, the gamer community is up in arms. Wait till I tell you about this. So basically, what's going on with PlayStation? I'll show you on screen. They're basically saying goodbye to. Will no longer have discs with the next PlayStation console, so which will be the PS6. So there'll be no more hard copies in there. Everything will be completely digital. So this has everybody up in arms. It's like they've been like spammed and been like joked and ridiculed for a very long time now because of this article coming out. They've been like being a lot heavier. It's funny because even Domino's got in it and made fun. It was like you know what. You know what we're gonna start doing? We're gonna start making digital pizzas to give people because like bigging up Domino's is hilarious. Yeah, Mark, what do you think about them discontinuing having discs?
Well, I think this is going to lead to, like we were saying before, if you guys weren't listening to I'm going to keep referencing our shows to you guys actually kind of come back and let us contact us. But no, our last show, basically, we talked about subscription. I think we're going to start seeing a lot more subscription-based things coming. I think part of that is the gaming community, where they're going to have people, instead of creating games, they don't want you to pay a certain amount per month
for a year
to have it instead of actually used to own it back in the day. So, of course, I don't like it. I think it's a scam. I think also there are too many other subscriptions already. Think about Amazon and Netflix. They already have a subscription. Now you have a subscription for your game on top of all that. It's like it's a lot. And it's another way to people to make money. I think it's pretty despicable.
I feel like eventually it'll be like our toilets will be subscription based. Only works for 3 months. You pay this much money. Then essing out in the woods to get the jump out.
There's a bear S in the woods. There's a bear S in the woods. I don't
know what you do. I don't know what you will.
You will be. You will be.
That price you.
Right. Subscription based toilet paper. your Charmins, your recipe ridiculous. Yeah, but no, I think, like I said, I think it's horrible, and I think also that I think as gamers, we should actually say something and basically support these games that actually are out that actually do have disc and are trying to stay.
But let me ask you a question, Mark. But will you get a PS6 though? Will you get PS6? Exactly. You know it's gonna be. It's gonna be like $1,200 for PS6. That's the price. Will be.
I'm not saying anything about that.
But
there'll be
next
signs.
page, yes, sir.
There'll be signs.
Yeah.
No, okay. So my next story is okay. So I know you saw this story. It's pretty hilarious. People, this is funny. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are watching this current version of RuPaul's Drag Race, or even not just that, but also Project Runway. So with Project, we got an ad pop up. Of course, loves ad pop up. So yeah, so this pretty much happened was Drag Race Superstar comes back after Project Runway clashes with La Roach in front of Tyra Banks. So if you remember Plain Jane, and she's one of the 2 seasons ago, she's one of the contestants of RuPaul's Drag Race. So she came onto the show, and she actually, the big controversy was she wore a dress that she'd worn on Drag Race and brought it to Project Runway for her first opening of the show. And of course, the funny, ironic thing is this judge is Judge La Roach, actually is a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race, and actually saw this and basically said if he had saw this, he made her sashay away because he said if you're on another show, you sashay away. So basically, this is kind of like ridiculous because of course no one typically wears another outfit on another show. So Mike, what do you think about this? Do you think it's okay to recycle clothing in general and also in a contest? Do you think it's okay?
Well, I think if I'm honest, I feel like if you remixed it, like if you took it and you did some changed it up and you made it, you like reformed it in some way, I think that'd be good. I don't think it's necessary you should be wearing the same thing twice, like on TV, especially if they're both kind of like they're both artistic ways of creating, like expressing yourself. So you wear the same thing over and over again, it's almost like it comes across as not having creativity, right? Mm-hmm. I think if you like changed it up and accessorize it differently and it may look completely different, then it would be fine. But I do think sometimes you gotta be really, really careful with that. Especially when you've already been on the show, you know for a fact that someone's gonna say something. Even if it wasn't the judges, it'd be somebody online, people online saying something about it. So I think I'm definitely for recycling and like changing things up. Like maybe my thing is like maybe if how about her sisters who were on the show, who they didn't make it far enough, why don't she just get one of their dresses and they couldn't show on the show or something different. Like if I'm honest, it reads a little bit lazy. That's all. I feel like you can at least remix it or change it up. And it's Project Runway. That's the whole thing. You take things, you make garments out of them. Like why would you take a pre-existing and make something out of it, right? I totally agree with you. To me, I feel like it is very lazy. It's very tacky. The reason why it's tacky is because I think when it comes to recycling clothes, we all know there's an issue with fast fashion and people wearing clothes and actually buying stuff and throwing it away. So I understand the importance of reusing clothes. And don't be wrong, I think it's okay if you have certain signature pieces. I think it's okay to spend money and get a nice clothes for later on. I think it's really important. However, I think in a contest setting, no. I think I agree with you. That's very tacky. Not to mention, he had to know that the judge La Roach, he was on both shows, so he's going to say something. If he saw it, he's going to say something. So I don't know what he was thinking. I kind of don't know what he was thinking. And also, I think you're trying to kind of cheap out, but also about no one would notice. I think, and like you can't do that on a show, especially if you're a public figure. Especially, I think you have to realize you can't just do. It's not like you're. I think what Plain was probably thinking is you're trying to that mindset where she's in a drag show at a club somewhere where you can wear the same outfit at a club. You're not. You're on TV. You're on. So and also they want brand new, something they haven't seen before.
Yeah, they want to see you. They want to see something you made, created.
Right. Like, especially something you created.
Not twice.
Not. Yeah. And I don't even know if she created the dress. I don't know. But also, they want to see creativity, right?
Yeah, because most of them don't even like they get their dresses from other designers.
Exactly.
And also there's been a huge controversy with designers not getting their money.
Or the same three designers to do everybody's dresses.
Same. So yeah. So if you guys remember last year, Utica was on the show. She did an amazing job because she actually made all her clothes there, and you can see, and to me, she's always. If you've seen her on Drag Race, she's an amazing.
I've met her. She's nice.
Yeah, so she's really great. She's a great artist. So like to me, like I would have said, just follow the blueprint from your sister. When she came on the show, she actually created designs and made it on the show. So that's how it's.
All right. Okay, Mark. So we're going to our next case. Next case. We have our next article. So I want to ask you one thing here. Let me pull this up so you can take a look at this. You can blow your wig back. Let's see. Okay, so Mark, what is one thing that you don't want to find? So, look at the screen. Don't look at the screen. Don't look at the screen. I'll ask you, what's one thing you don't want to find inside your mattress? Well, there's a lot of things, but what would
a couple of things. A person, a mouse.
Exactly.
Any of those things I wouldn't want to find.
What would be the most shocking thing for you to be inside your mattress? Most shocking thing.
A dead body.
Yeah, exactly. But okay. This almost is worse. So now look at the screen. Mark, how shocked would you be if you found another old mattress inside of a new mattress? Inside of a new mattress.
That is Scamiana to the top.
I mean, it's like I'll do that. So basically, it's a parts of Europe and also in the US that people are starting TikTok. I'm trying to find it to show you guys articles, but I couldn't find a lot of it. But basically, what I'm saying is the new scam is you go to your mattress center. You're like, I want to get this new mattress. Like, it's cool and fine, right? The outside looks brand new and stuff. So they take like a switchblade or knife and cut it open and find there's an old mattress inside of it. And how people are finding out is because they go to sleep, they have like rashes or skin burns or something like.
Oh no! Yeah,
because it's an old like a 1940s mattress inside of it. What do you do? What?
I mean, it's low key.
That's an older level.
Low key, they ate.
But no. That's funny though. But it does answer my question because I was like, Mark, think of this. I've been wondering what's going with mattress store because like no one buys who buys it every month, every week. No one, right? So how are they making money? Now it makes sense why because it's
But I think also I'm sure the Department of Health had to jump in there and stop. But that's horrible. Like for you to get a mattress and that's been used like for years and it's dirty and nasty inside of a cover of a new mattress on top of it. That's so horrible. That's ridiculous. That's funny.
Diabolic up there.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. So is it like a mom and pop mattress store in Pontiac or just in general in like large?
No, it's the it's mom and pop, like mom and pop. So what we're doing is like if they feel weird or strange about it, they've been cutting it open and looking inside to make sure the mattress is new.
That's shady to the capital.
Yeah, or also I think they found trash inside them too, like trash and stuff too. So that they just stuff it with just make it look like it's new, but it's like nothing in it.
That is crazy.
They went too far.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the next segment, which is the next video, or next topic, which is about Supergirl. If you guys haven't heard, have you heard about that? Have you heard about the movie, Michael? This new movie that came out?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Well, they're saying it's a flop. This is a flop. So they're saying that apparently that Supergirl basically is flopping, and it's been a brutal week for DC Studios and maybe even more demoralizing. It says it's set to already lose $120 million from Warner Brothers, and spent the rest of the week being ripped to shreds online. They said they mocked it mocked the needle drop to have become an easy target for it. This is much darker because DC really needed another movie to kind of come out to really garner, buzz and notoriety. But this one actually did not do it. So, Mike, what do you think the issue is with Supergirl? Do you think it's a trend do you think it's a trend with particular superhero movies? Tell me what you think about it, bro.
Yeah, I think the issue is, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like everyone's trying to be like Marvel, not like Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man's funny. It's like, but some of those characters don't need that. I feel like Superman doesn't need to be funny like that. Like Batman is gonna be funny like that. It's like because of how epic they are. It kind of like, I mean, a little tiny itty bitty bit of humor is great, but like I find Peter Parker is that because he's like, mostly into journalism and it's a whole bunch of things about him that's like quirky. He's young, he's one of the youngest superheroes. That's why it's funny. But like we get to like a Superman or like a Supergirl or you know, not even from the planet of Earth, you want it a little more, you know, grittier, more hardier, and I feel like that, and I think the demographic you're actually going after too when it comes to comics like that too. Think about this: everyone who likes Superman, likes Batman, they're older men mostly, or older who comic like stuff. So when you make it too, I don't know, too generic and too, you know, trying to appeal to be everybody, we try to appeal to everybody, it's supposed to nobody. That's kind of like one of the things. So you have to be really mindful of that, right? I think, yeah, I think that when it comes to things like that, like characters wise, you think about like what drove people to watch that character because they are gritty, because they are like, you know, I wouldn't expect Wonder Woman to be like super hilarious or whatever, right? Like Spider-Man maybe, or like like Deadpool for sure. Those are two that are
right.
But everybody else like for example, they came out with the Storm comic. Storm, I wouldn't want that to be funny. I want to be like to the characters, you know.
Well, I can say in general what I think is that I think you're right. I think they're trying to, I think most of the new movies now, what they're trying to do is they're trying to create a cultural reset or try to cause this like buzz where it's like kind of like what Black Panther did. They're trying to like bring where everyone comes to because it's you have to come because it's a cultural event. And I get that because there's an appeal. I think Black Panther was like that because it was one of the first Black Marvel comics besides
big one
besides Blade. That came out that blew all the way up, right? So I think that's why it was so important, and we didn't see one in so long where the Black were all the focal point. So I think what they try to do with these current ones when it comes to like Marvel, what was it, Marvel Girl, or was it Captain Marvel, or like DC. Captain Marvel, or like even like Wonder Woman, and now Supergirl. I think they're trying to bring women to come, but I think the problem is like you're saying, the demographic is not all women that watch it. So it's like you're trying to appeal to. And this, no offense to anybody, just in general, I think they're trying to appeal and try to make we don't want Supergirl to be too sexual or to be too, you know, so we don't want to kind of offend anybody. But then once, like you say, once you stop not trying to offend anybody, then it gets kind of really watered down and basic. So I think what we need to do is go back to the foundation, start back to where she come from, go from the alien story, break it down to how she's Clark's cousin, go into that detail and aliens, kind of stick with that story and alien, and maybe go stick in the space and keep in the space, because then you don't have to even touch the kind of balance of making things, you know.
Yeah. Also, you know, I love that actress. Because the actress she played in Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra.
House of Dragon.
But I also feel like what she.
I don't think she's not, to me, she's not notable enough to play that's the other issue.
It's true, and also she's like, oh yeah, you know, Supergirl, if she was, she'd be some bisexual. It's like I don't care about that. I don't see. I feel like Supergirl's like, trust me, there's nothing wrong with that. But Supergirl's like sexy, like on a wink kind of way, not in a I'm full on his, you know, kind of ways. It's like, why don't you say that? It makes no sense.
And also, don't be wrong, I think she is a great actress for sure. I think the actress, she's great, but I think to me, she hasn't gotten her foot in the door enough to be Supergirl. To me, it should have been someone like I think of someone who's young. I could think of who'd be young actress that could play her. Like
I don't know. I think about who.
I'd be a young kind of but known actress, like the one, like I say, like they actually played. Even though she's not, I think also she reads a little too young for Supergirl. I think they should have actually had the girl who did. Do you remember who did not Into the Woods, but Maleficent, the princess?
Her.
It's just her or something like that to do, because she's a known actress, but she can also kind of.
Yeah, but then I thought people were talking like what's her name? That's Sweeney girl. They just say, I mean, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like absolutely not. Yeah.
And also I agree. I think I do agree with them. Supergirl doesn't have to necessarily be the most beautiful girl ever, right? No, however, I think it does draw an audience, because again, you're your audience. So like, if you pick someone who's like basic, then I would say stick to a strong storyline, a really strong that goes foundational. It's foundational, I would say.
Yeah. So It's good. Okay, all right. So I think wait, I have one more story. Oh, I have two more stories. So did you have the story where basically it's called. Do you ever heard the term jackpotting scheme? Jackpotting scheme.
Jackpotting scheme.
Do you know what a jackpotting scheme is?
No, what is it?
Well, let me tell you all about it. So basically, jackpotting scheme is basically when people steal money from ATMs. So basically, there's a group in Connecticut. There's a group of people who actually, I think they hit like maybe there's 4 guys hit about. I think they hit either 3 or 4 different banks allegedly, and they had this like they have a reader, a coder they plug into the ATM, which tells it to spit out the money, and they were able to get out of one ATM almost $100,000 out of one. So they're getting almost like a quarter or shy of $250,000 of money out of the ATMs, and they got caught eventually by the police. But they also tried like putting fake masks and fake skin, things on and put it on and change it up. What do you think about this, Mark?
Well, that's been going on for years. I guess that they say make sure you tug on the ATM card reader because it may come out and it's a fake chip. People steal money from it.
Yeah.
So I think it's been happening for years. But interesting they call it jackpotting. But
yeah,
I'm curious to know. Do you know if they got caught or are they still on the?
Yeah,
loose?
please caught them. Got caught.
I thought good.
So
But yeah,
it's funny. If you remember what we're talking about today, we're like, I wonder if someone hacked the actual company that does the software for the ATM, or did someone have an inside like so they had someone on the inside who actually knew how to help them do that. Because like I'm wondering how much effort that takes, right, to like get do all that, and it's insane. They it was like malware. They put in bunches of it, put it into the computer, which made it give ATMs get all the money out. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, I would just say be careful. I know, especially when you're in another country for sure. Especially, I know I've been to other countries, and you be careful putting your ATM in different card readers. I'd also say that in general, stick to the bank that you are used to, and also make sure that when you come to certain banks that they actually carry your brand, your I know I think mine is CIBC or something. When I go to Canada, I have to make sure that they have that or something. But either make sure they have your brand, and also when in doubt, just use your card in places. Use your card.
Or better yet, go inside the bank. If you go inside the bank,
go in the bank. Yeah, go back and talk to the person.
That's
true. Yeah, agree. Yeah. So sure. So I have my last story, which is interesting, Mike. So Mike, have you heard any celebrity news recently? Some people got together.
Like who?
They got together. Yeah. So apparently, Cuomo Brown and Jussie Smollett are now a couple. Of course, all these follows. So Jussie Smollett and Cuomo Brown are actually a couple. So this recently came out. Queer Eyes, Cuomo Brown, and Jussie Smollett are dating, they say. So what's happening is, if you don't remember Cuomo, he's from the real world. He actually became a part of Queer Eye and became a fashionista. And of course, Jussie Smollett, he actually was part of Power. Part of what was the show? Empire. Yes, Empire. So he was in Empire, and he actually unfortunately got into a legal situation where basically that he said he was entangled with some guys, but they're together now. Apparently, they said that these have been dating for a while, and it seems like everything's going really well. I know a lot of people are actually clowning Jussie Smollett recently because he did a Pride show and his vocals weren't sounding the greatest. And my brother sent me that video too. But so, Mike, what do you think about his current performance? And do you think this is a publicity stunt, or do you think it's just a what do you think about the situation? I
think performance could have been an email. It was that bad. About the off, and then the voice. She hit the high note and just a couple of. If you haven't seen it, y'all go watch it. It's hilarious. I feel like these two together. I don't know why. It's no ill will to Cuomo, whatever. Yeah. I feel like them together would be like say it. I want to say it. The City Girls. That song they had, that new song, like where the scamming N-words at?
Spin that.
Like where are my scamming N-words at? I feel like they together. How do we run this scam? How do we run this scam? Get this money. Because what happens? Am I wrong? I guess because it is. He really remember what he did, right? I remember. Racial abuse through it all period. So it's reading how we get these numbers. get his money up by any means necessary.
Well, I think you're right because I think now because Cromwell is actually he had his own talk show. He actually separated from Queer Eye, which for the straight guy, his show, and now just Smollett's actually trying to get back into the business now that actually he paid his due debt to society and he's actually trying to get back into music. He's rebuilding. What a great idea is try to bring someone in to kind of two people who are actually trying to take a step up, come together and.
Well, would you leave your credit card with them? They were in the room together, and you walked off. You left my pile of money. Would you leave it to them?
I'd rather leave my credit card with Carisha. Spend it.
So ridiculous.
Where am I skin?
All right, so this is my last story. The last story. Have you got? Wait, I have a question mark. Have you heard about VidCon this year?
No, I have not.
Of course you have because it sucks. Because it sucks so bad. It bombs so terribly. It bombs so terribly. Let me see what happens. But basically, the main issue they had with VidCon was I'll tell you guys what she's called. So the issue was no one knew who the celebrities were. No one knew that big names like Jake Paul and like Paytas and all these people could come and like show
just
up.
Paytas,
yeah. But this time like no one knew who people were while they were famous. Like who are you? People were asking who are you, and also because they didn't know who they were. So it basically caused people not to show up at all. I think this is in Anaheim, California. So I think what's happening is I think they're trying to figure out if they're going to do it again or not because it's been such a crazy time trying to get it together. So Mark, what do you think about this? You've been to some creator events. Did you go to VidCon last year? Is VidCon you went to?
No, I've only been up into TwitchCon. I've been to other cons, but I've never been to there. But I can say that it's got to be a sobering experience to go to a place and you've been invited to, and people say, "Who are you?" Or I say, "Driver, can you get my car?" Oh, you're not.
Get my bags. I'm getting my coat. Oh, you're not. Oh.
Maid. I see the maid outfit. Your maid. I'm kidding. Y'all kidding. Y'all know I'm kidding. It's funny jokes. Like no, I think it's got to be set up. I think also it's kind of I think they should have a better poll, especially people coming in. Maybe they should do a poll or something for people to see if they knew who people were first before they invited them there. Mm-hmm. Maybe I probably did that maybe 3 months in advance to see, okay, do you guys know who this person is? If you don't, then we'll have, we'll just do like a AI person, PowerPoint presentation on Bitcoin there or something. Exactly. I probably did that. Or have a Bitcoin mixed with a video game conference mixed together.
Mix the cons, the hubs. I'm kidding. The cons with the hubs. You got hub fans, con hub fans, con hub fans. Con fan only. I'm fan only. Okay, yeah.
Hub caps.
It's funny. That's all I have for today.
Yeah, that's it, guys. So that's all we have for today.
Well, thank you guys so much for checking out our show. We want you guys to make sure you like, comment, subscribe, repeat the whole thing. It's the free, easy way to give back to us. We appreciate you guys so much. You guys have a lovely afternoon, and we'll see you next time, Luxurious Lounge. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. See you later. Bye.